Okay, it's Saturday again and it's Demon of the Week, and this week we are doing the 33rd Spirit of the Goetia, Gaap.
Welcome to my channel. You are entering the world of magic and mysticism with your host, Lee W. Johnson. Keep the lights on and help improve the channel by becoming a supporter for just $2.99 per month. Hit the join button.
Okay, Gaap or Goap. The first A has two little dots at the top, so it's a up as far as I'm concerned. That's how I pronounce it anyway, Gaap. Okay, starting with the usual stuff, the correspondences. Date February 9th to 18th, direction east, tarot, 7 of swords, planet Mercury, metal Mercury, element air, color orange, plant moss, incense storax. Zodiac is 20 to 30 degrees Aquarius, and other correspondences: balsam, moss, chamomile, lead, camphor, and tin. And the N is Dayan, Ane, Tassa, Gaap. Okay, so the Goetia. He appeareth when the sun is in some of the southern signs, in a human shape, going before 4 great and mighty kings, as if he were a guide to conduct them along on their way. His office is to make men insensible or ignorant, as also in philosophy to make them knowing, and in all the liberal sciences. He can cause love or hatred, also he can teach thee to consecrate those things that belong to the Dominion of AMAYMON, his king. He can deliver familiars out of the custody of other magicians, and answereth truly and perfectly of things past, present, and to come. He can carry and recarry men very speedily from one kingdom to another, at the will and pleasure of the Exorcist. Okay, quite an interesting spirit is Gaap. AMAYMON, you may remember, was associated with Asmodee. One of the 3 faces usually considered to be of Asmodee. If you are not sure what liberal sciences are, they are grammar, logic, rhetoric, arithmetic, music, geometry, and astronomy. Okay, so Connolly says, invoke Gaap to render others' magic or power inert while enhancing your own. So if you do have a rival magician or witch, and you want to get rid of their own power and increase your own, Gaap is a great one for doing this. And as mentioned in the Goetia, can deliver familiars out of the custody of other magicians. So it's very much that taking the power or taking the familiar from one magician and bringing it to you and applying it, that power or familiar to yourself. See, Johannan can help properly cast a magical circle and give gnosis into the 4 alchemical elements. So if you are starting out with demonolatry, and you do want to start evocation work, Gaap might be a good one to help you with the actual circle casting itself, because it's not just instructing you on how to cast a circle, but also working with the 4 alchemical elements, which, you know, in demonology circles, that's quite a big thing. He can give a talent for writing music or other types of literature, along with musical skills in general. He can help musical endeavors flourish and help writing achieve its optimal credibility and insightfulness. I remember a while back somebody asked me which spirits can be used to inspire, I'm sure it was writing music. So if that person is still watching my videos, Gaap is the one to actually call. I actually think it was related to muses. Oh, somebody actually did reply to call on muses, because it was about inspiration, musical inspiration and things like that. But Gaap is a good one, so I guess we could consider Gaap to be a muse actually. Gaap presides over pyromancy, shielding, exorcism, and object consecration. His favorite type of offering is tobacco or incense. I found this bit quite interesting. He rules over vaping alongside Ami and Radahel. In the same way, Amir Zatan, Beelzebub, and Ami preside over tobacco. That's Ami, A-M-Y. Some people pronounce it Amy. So yeah, he rules over vaping. So I'm vaping now. I've been trying to give up smoking, so I've taken up vaping. So Gaap is a good one for me as well. Can help you to find your way to another country, continent, city, etc. very quickly. And I think this is where, in the legends and stuff that we're finding in the Quran and Islamic mythologies and such things, the legends and the tales of the jinn. Within those tales, we find often mention of the jinn transporting people over a great distance within a second. And the jinn are known to be able to move from one point far, far, far away within a split second, and they can carry humans. Just like the Fae, there are tales of the jinn lifting people into the air and dropping them onto the ground, or into a thorn bush or something like that. So there is that part of that legend of where jinn can transport you over a great distance in a split second. The other part of this, and I think this is the more modern interpretation of that, is that if you are wanting to travel overseas or to a new city, say you're taking an airplane trip somewhere, then Gaap can help you to make that booking quicker, and get you there quicker. Sometimes making a plane booking and taking a plane trip can be a bit of a process. So he can help you get to your destination quicker. You may need to sort out visas and things like that. So, there is that aspect of this, transporting people over great distances in a split second. Jahannam also says, works very closely with Belet in Psychomantic workings. Psychomantic is divination by consulting the shades of the dead. So we often consider that to be necromancy, because the suffix of mancy, like cartomancy and pyromancy and things like that, is usually divination by a particular method. Pyromancy is divination via fire, and such things like that. So we often consider, or we used to consider, necromancy to be divination via the dead. But we have this word here, psychomantic workings, which is divination by consulting the shades of the dead. All right. Then in the Goetia ritual, there's quite a bit in here actually. Let me go through that. Appears in the form of a man with a retinue of 4 mighty demon kings, but later takes on the image of a doctor, suggestive of great knowledge. I'm not sure where the image of the doctor comes from. I haven't seen that anywhere else, so I can't really answer that, but I thought it was quite interesting. There's no... Let me just check the Goetia again. There's no real mention of herbalism. There's liberal sciences which don't surround that at all. Philosophy. So I'm not sure where the medical aspect comes in, but thought it was interesting, so I thought I'd include it. Draws one away from the allure of the abyss to scatter beams of light of power to enlighten the dark corners of neglected selves. I find their poetry quite interesting. He can affect shifts in the emotions and loyalties of others, inflicting restless thoughts like a deadly swarm of hornets armed to present what was once and what is now. Can transport one between places. I found this, the way this was described, quite interesting, and it goes, I'll mention the quote afterwards, from the artificial overheated existence of the urban rat race, with its ravages of late nights, sexual excitement, and narcissistic anxieties, harboring respectable fronts masking vipers beneath, to a place where you are, and then it quotes, although I'm not sure why sexual excitement is frowned upon here, but anyway, to a place where you are, in quotes, bathed in the brightness of the sky and the sea, to dispense oneself in nature, the only thing which never deceives us, to liberate oneself from all those conventions, futile attachments, relations, and prejudices, mouth not working today, that are so many burdens weighing us down and so many dreadful prisons, walls erected between ourselves and the reality of the universe, to live at least the life of the soul, to live at least the life of the soul. That comes from Jean Lorrain, a book named Monsieur de Foucasse, originally published in France in 1901, translated into English by Francis Amery, by Dedeus Press in UK 1994. And also mentions, can call upon the allegiance of 4 unnamed demon kings, which with their legions appear alongside Gaap whenever he is evoked. I thought I'd actually put that in because it's quite interesting that it is mentioned that in the Goetia it says, going before 4 great and mighty kings, as if he were a guide to conduct them along in their way. So Gaap doesn't just come with himself and his own legions, he comes with these 4 kings and their legions also. So I would say Gaap is a very good spirit to work with in many regards. There is the aspect of being able to teach you how to cast a magical circle, teach you about the alchemical elements, teach you how to consecrate items. So a lot of the magical aspects that we use can be taught by Gaap. Can also teach philosophy and liberal sciences. Can help you in the aspect of inspiration with musical workings, and also other literary ventures and things like that. Can take power from one magician and familiars from one magician and reduce their power and bring that power to you, so increase your own power. There's a lot of things that Gaap can do. Can take you speedily from one kingdom to another, and also make men insensible and ignorant. So that whole taking power from one magician, or the familiars from one magician, and applying them to you, doesn't just apply to the magician and the familiars. It can also apply to knowledge itself. Just going back again, his office is to make men insensible and ignorant, as also in philosophy to make them knowing, and in all the liberal sciences. So you can actually take from, the aspects that we're talking about here, you could take that power of knowledge from one person and make yourself more knowing. So you can make them insensible and ignorant and make yourself more knowledgeable. So there is this aspect of pulling away from others and increasing that same thing within yourself. So very interesting spirit. I do like Gaap. But that's about it for Gaap this week. So I'm going to end this one, and next week is Fur. Somebody mentioned that the other day. Sure, somebody said that they were working with Fur. Alright, so yes, next week we're going to do Fur. Alright, so I'll see you then. Have a good one for now. Cheers. Bye bye.